I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Josh Reese.
We've spent so much time together these past couple days.
That's true.
Don't make a weird face at me, Andrew.
How did I make a weird face?
We've been at Comic-Con.
No.
We've been at Comic-Con.
It's Comic-Palooza.
The last few days.
It's Comic-Palooza, and you've worn that shirt for 5 straight days now.
It's the same thing. I wash it every single day.
You did not.
You
did not wash it Saturday night.
I did.
After Comic-Palooza.
I did. I washed it.
You're a liar.
Washed it, and I was like, you know what?
Multiple times.
It doesn't smell good enough. Wash it again. Doesn't smell good enough. Wash it again. Third time is the charm.
In case you're, listening, as most of you do, Josh is wearing his t-shirt that he had custom made that says, "Yes, you're in my league." And then the back says, "Am I in yours?" You don't have to turn around. It's okay. You don't have to turn around.
For the people at home watching.
How much did that even cost?
Free. I made it myself.
You did not make it yourself.
All it cost me was an Old Navy t-shirt.
Someone made it for you?
Yeah, I got friends.
Friend?
I got friends in high places, Andrew.
Yeah.
In the t-shirt making game.
I mean, it's not that hard, right? You just iron it. They just ironed it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, You could do that. You can't. But so that you can't wash it then if it's ironed on. It would get ruined.
I washed it. Yeah, I washed it on cold. They said wash it on cold, so I have to wash it on cold.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, we made these I Heart Conan shirts. Back when I was obsessed with Conan O'Brien.
Conan the Barbarian?
No, Conan O'Brien.
Oh, Conan
Which
O'Brien.
is one of our pops right there.
Oh, there we go.
But after you throw it in the washer, it gets ruined.
Right.
Because it was just ironed on. But
well, if you'd seen my shirt, that means you saw me at Comic-Con.
Comic-Palooza.
Comic-Palooza
went well.
Yes.
We did our live podcast. We had a good turnout.
Really good turnout.
A lot of our fans showed up, so it was a lot of fun. The best part was the last 15 minutes or so was the Josh Reese dating game,
that was fun.
Walked around and tried to get a date with a few lovely ladies.
Did not work. Struck out with every single one.
Well, we don't know.
Well, put the seeds out there. You never know.
Maybe.
Not the seeds have been planted. Nothing has sprouted or grown in my garden of ladies.
It was just one seed, right? So we'll see what happens.
We'll see. Nurturing it, pouring some water. Making sure it's in the sunlight so it can sprout.
Stop.
But no, it's a terrible analogy. But no, it was a really, really fun time at Comic-Con.
Comic-Palooza. Yeah.
It was really fun. I think we met a lot of people. I hope we have a lot of new fans out there. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the show. This is a jam-packed episode today.
Yes.
Jam-packed with news and exciting recaps.
That's true. Yeah.
Look at me, I'm doing the plugs already.
But you're a little early because I still want to talk more about Comic-Palooza.
Well, keep on talking, Andrew. Keep on talking.
I mean, there was a Catwoman there that was super hot.
Andrew bragging upon himself.
What do you mean? I wasn't Catwoman.
No, but you were. Catwoman was more your friend than anybody else's.
Okay, sure. I guess so. Maybe I won her over.
Yeah, probably.
But there was also that was the sexiest costume was this woman as Catwoman.
Yeah. Okay.
But the funniest,
pretty sexy.
The funniest. All right, Josh, take it easy. The funniest costume was easily Randy from South Park.
Jeez.
But it was the episode where he microwaves his testicles. And the guy had a Randy mask, the clothes and everything, and then he had a wheelbarrow with his fucking nuts on it. Yes. Oh my God. It was fantastic.
It was great for people who are just listening to this podcast and didn't see this guy at Comic-Con. It was great. He was amazing. It was wheelbarrowing his nuts around the entire place.
I think I want to finally cosplay as something next year. But, you can't top that, so why even bother?
No, you can't top a lot of the things. There was a guy that came dressed in, a full alien suit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a guy or a girl. Who knows?
Right.
But, there was a Professor Chaos. There was so many creative things
I would want to do something funny, like the Randy thing. That's amazing. But then you have to walk around with that wheelbarrow all day. That's
all
annoying.
Day.
Like, does he look at Pops? Does he go shopping?
Is there a pop like that? We would have to get that.
That would, oh man.
I don't think they could make it.
It'd have to be like the length of 3 Pops, but I would do it. That's amazing.
It would be the centerpiece.
Yeah. We do have a new pop, though.
Yeah.
We have a Squid Game pop right there.
It's
pretty awesome. It was only $8 on Amazon.
Oh, wow.
So if you want the Squid Pop, $8. And the Peacemaker pop is on the way. So it will be here on next week's episode.
Peacemaker pop that size?
Yeah,
or
it's normal.
size?
It's normal size.
Normal size. Okay.
Yeah, I try to get the normal size pops.
Fair enough.
You know,
fair enough. Okay.
because we have enough stuff in the back. And then once we get the Peacemaker pop, we'll be even. We'll have 7 wrestlers and 7 movie star or movie TV show characters, and then we'll have the Venom wrestler in the middle because he's both.
He's bridging the gaps.
Yeah, he's a wrestler and he's a superhero or whatever. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But all right, enough talk about that. We have to get to Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul's back,
baby.
And we also I watched Elvis, so I'll talk a little bit about that. Josh watched the first episode of The Terminal List, so maybe he'll tell us what he thought about that.
Sure, why not?
And then we're gonna review South Park: The Streaming Wars Part 1 and 2. Fucking hilarious. We watched it right before we came up here to record, and so many great lines. The Paramount Plus episodes are the best.
They just let South Park go run wild.
Yeah,
like guys, whatever the fuck you guys want to do.
Oh, just go ahead. They've had creative control since forever, really.
But it feels like on Paramount Plus they're just allowed to just go free willy.
Well, it's great because they can curse willy nilly and there's no beeping, and you could even show certain things.
They can use a lot of interesting music.
Yeah.
This is going to be another 2-hour podcast.
Oh, probably, yeah. So let's get started with the Hollywood Hogwash. So there's a spinoff of The Boys coming soon. We've heard about this, but we have some more details. It's starring Arnold Schwarzenegger's son, Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Interesting.
So we'll see if he can even act. Has he been in it? Has he been in anything?
I don't know
yet.
I don't know.
Because if he has, I haven't seen it.
But it's called Gen V?
Gen V. Oh, wait. Patrick Schwarzenegger's in The Terminal List.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe as a small part. But no, nothing I've seen. Yeah, he's in just a lot of strange... Oh, Grown Ups 2, but I haven't seen that. Oh, that was in 2013, so he was a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the synopsis for Gen V... It says Gen V is an irreverent R-rated series that explores the lives of hormonal competitive soups as they navigate college life.
Jesus Christ, this sounds like
so. There's a college,
very crazy.
It's a college of soups. I mean, here's the thing: like, if this was not Seth Rogen, producing this, which I'm sure he's producing the spinoff. But it's like, I don't know, a college, with the soups, it kind of feels lame. But if Seth Rogen is producing it, then I trust it. Because, he did Superbad, and Superbad's amazing.
Diabolicals was really good.
Yeah,
and seasons, of course, the entire, Boys 1, 2, and 3 have been great. So they've earned my trust.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is going to be a pretty good show.
And Seth Rogen is one of the executive producers, of course. I don't know who these other people are. It's a lot of young people, obviously. But yeah, that sounds very, very interesting. I don't think it has even a potential release date yet, so maybe next year. Although, again, with these shows nowadays, it's like, hey, here it is, Gen V. Here's the trailer. Comes out in 2 weeks. Get ready. So
that seems like at least for Disney.
Yeah,
that's how they roll.
Maybe it'll be up by the end of the year. Who knows? But if it's good, then that would be cool because then we don't have to wait as long for boys content.
I'm not okay. So
you don't want to make too many shows because then you're like The Walking Dead, and you have like 6-7 spinoff shows.
Right.
And it becomes watered down.
But The Walking Dead lost my trust a long time ago.
They did. Yeah.
These are some people from the cast. This is from Variety. Lizzie Broadway. She says it's going to be a roller coaster. It's going to be filled with blood, guts, and everywhere.
Well,
that's
the boys.
Chance Perdomino adds, it's fucked up. You're going to like it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, they've earned our trust. I'm sure this is going to be a wacky, wild ride.
Yeah. Hey, did you see Kamiko when we were at Comic Palooza?
No, I did not see Kamiko.
So obviously they have the section where all the celebrities are. I saw Robert Patrick, the T-1000. He's also Peacemaker's dad now. Saw the guy that played Rorschach in Watchmen.
Oh, shit.
Saw a few
right?
cool celebrities. Alice Cooper was there. But I walked over there 3 different times just to see Kamiko, just to be like, oh, there she is.
See her in person.
Just to see her from 100 feet away.
Right.
But no, she was never there when I walked over there. So I was a little sad about that. And obviously Homelander, played by Anthony Starr, canceled a week before.
Talked to so many people that were so disappointed Homelander.
That would have been my number one person to see there.
I think we both would have went and got,
and like I said, if he was wearing the costume, I'd be like, here's my money.
Take all my money,
Take
please.
all my money.
Yeah, no, it was really, really fun. And I'm disappointed he wasn't there. But the person with the longest line, to my surprise, at least when I was there, Alice Cooper.
Well, yeah, he's very famous.
But I mean, I didn't think
people love musicians.
But you go to Comic-Con not so you could meet Alice Cooper.
I also didn't see Terry Crews. I think he was the most expensive celebrity in terms of how much a photo was and an autograph and all that.
Right.
So yeah, moving on. But no, I look forward to seeing Gen V. Mm-hmm. Maybe even Butcher might show up at some point. Who knows?
Billy Butcher.
What are you cunts doing? We have to blow up this college full of soups. But all right, moving on. So the Russo brothers, famous for doing Avengers Infinity War and Endgame.
Fun shit.
They recently did a Q&A with Deadline and were asked about possibly doing another MCU project. And they've talked about this before, but they spoke again. They said, our love for Marvel is based on the books that we read as kids, the books that we fell in love with. The one series that we adored growing up was Secret Wars. It's incredibly ambitious. It would be bigger than Infinity War and Endgame, but it's a massive undertaking. Those 2 movies were very hard to make, so trying to imagine making another 2 movies even bigger than those 2, we're going to have to sleep on that.
That's one of the ones that people have always speculated that's going to be part of one of Marvel's phases.
Oh, it's clearly coming.
Yeah.
Everyone but Russo brothers, please make this movie.
Well, I mean, yeah.
It seems like it would be 2 movies, just like Infinity War and Endgame. Mm-hmm. Please do Secret Wars, please.
Well, that would be amazing. Stay attached to Marvel somehow.
It sounds like right now they're a little burnt out, so maybe it's going to take a while. Mm-hmm. But yeah, God, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be great.
I'd be down for it for sure.
Spider-Man and
a lot of fucking characters for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the Hollywood Reporter says that Adam Scott has joined the cast of the upcoming Spider-Man spinoff Madam Web. The film already has Dakota Johnson as the lead, as well as Emma Roberts. So
I'm not too familiar with Madam Web, but
no one is.
I'm interested.
The only time I've ever even heard of her was in the Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s, and even then, it's like, who cares? And by the way, in the cartoon, she was like a 70-year-old woman, and now she's being played by 25-year-old Dakota Johnson, or however old she is, 30, who knows, but still.
Young man, I don't know what you do. What's a young person name instead of Madam? Senorita Webb? That's terrible. Come back to me, Andrew. I can do better.
No, I will not come back to you.
But yeah, no, it looks like Craven is kind of, mentioned in with Madam Web stuff. So
where?
Right here.
No, it says people also search for Craven. That's not the same thing. But I'm sure the thing Craven and Madam Web will have in common is that the movie will suck. Because it's Sony. It's Sony.
Okay, that's
It's
fair.
Morbius.
We're talking about trust. Sony certainly does not have any of my trust.
Morbius, Venom 2, soon to be Venom 3.
Yeah, the only thing that they seemed to got right was Spider-Man in the multiverse. Not the multiverse.
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
That was a cartoon.
Yeah, but that was fine. That was really good.
That was really good, but that's a cartoon, so it's different.
It is different.
Yeah. Soon Sony's just going to have to give up.
I mean, just sell it all to Marvel, man.
Yeah.
Who the
fuck? Madam Web movie. And then they're also coming, remember the Bad Bunny, where he plays a Spider-Man wrestler?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oy.
Yeah. Oy, indeed. Oy vey, as I would say.
Who would say?
They would say.
No, don't say it. Also, the city of Albuquerque is unveiling statues of Breaking Bad characters Walter White and Jesse Pinkman. The statues will be displayed inside of the Albuquerque Convention Center after being revealed on July 29th. It's kind of funny because when Breaking Bad was being filmed, like the mayor or governor at the time, spoke about how she didn't like the show.
This doesn't represent our city.
Yeah, because it made New Mexico look bad,
right? Full of meth.
But it was like stupid. Like, hey, dummy, the reason why tourism went up like 1,000%.
It's because people wanted to see that house that Walter.
It's because people wanted to throw pizzas on top
of Walter's house.
They wanted to go see the spot where Walter White killed some people, and
But okay, so
they wanted to see the retirement home where Gus blew up.
But is it a little bit weird that I know it's one of the most popular shows that's ever been invented in TV history, but I feel like it's weird that they're making statues to villains.
Right.
I
still think it's
Gotham.
less.
Here's our tribute to Joker.
Right. I still think it's less weird than Philadelphia having a Rocky.
But I feel like that fits.
There it is.
That's our greatest sports hero.
This is where he ran. The Stallone.
See, but that kind of makes fit because Stallone is a good guy, and it's a good thing to celebrate the city of Philadelphia. But like the mayor or the governor or whatever, it's kind of weird celebrating two really evil people. Yeah. I guess maybe Jesse Pinkman not so evil, but Walter White for certain.
I mean, if there's
Gus should be mad. Where's the Gus statue?
If there's a hell, the character Jesse Pinkman would be going.
Well, yeah, maybe or he could be redeeming himself in the Arctic. I don't
know about that.
Building his
murder is.
chairs.
I mean, if it's Catholicism, murder is unforgivable sin or whatever they call it.
He just has to ask for forgiveness.
No, that's not.
Has to ask for forgiveness.
There are what is it? I think it's mortal sins and immortal. There's certain. That's what I was taught.
I'm not the best Catholic.
Well, neither am I. I'm not even one anymore. But that's what I was taught. There were certain things that you could do where the priest will still be like, "You're forgiven." Oh, so I'm good? Oh, no. No, you're still burning in hell.
Just ask God for forgiveness, Andrew. You'll be fine.
I didn't murder anyone, Josh.
Okay. Well, with all sin, buddy.
Sometimes you piss me off enough that I get, upset, but I don't murder you, no.
Thank God.
But I'm sure they're just doing this to try to
boost tourism?
Yeah, of course.
For sure.
Let me go to the Albuquerque Convention Center. What else do you have there? That'd be the only thing. All right, we saw it. We paid the $20. Now let's go.
I'm trying to think.
We took a selfie with Walter White. Can we go now?
The only thing's interesting in Albuquerque that I can think of is that famous UFC gym that John Jones trained at. I can't think of it. But then, I don't know. But then, yeah, I guess.
Why is it a famous gym? Just because he was there?
Because he was there, yeah. And I guess they produced some other guys. I think Donald Cerrone fought there, too.
All right.
But that and I guess Breaking Bad. Those might be the two things that I can associate with New Mexico.
Where's the Saul Goodman statue? He deserves one now too.
Yeah, Saul Goodman, Giancarlo Stanton.
Why just make a whole museum of Breaking Bad?
That's probably what they should do.
Blue meth. Oh,
they should do that. Just put a bunch of cool shit in there, like
all the props.
Yeah, here's Tuco's grill. Fuck.
Tortuga. Here's Tortuga's head.
Oh, right, the turtle. Yeah. The turtle in the head. What's his name?
Machete.
Machete, yeah. Here's Hank's collection of rocks.
Oh, God. Yeah,
Hank Browsers.
Yeah, just a Danny Trejo head.
There should be some cool stuff like that, like museums for like really cool shows. And I appreciate that.
Well, you go to Planet Hollywood and see some cool stuff, and then eat some shitty food. Yeah, they still have some of those.
They're still out there.
There's still one in Orlando, I think, and California. Yeah. Also, so the Gremlins creator, Joe Dante, is claiming that the creators of The Mandalorian have shamelessly copied his Mogwai. What was the little gremlin, the cute one called?
Oh, man, I can't remember.
It says Mogwai. I don't know if it's Mogwai, but that's how I'm reading it. Mogwai. I don't know. But yeah, he says they copied his design to make Grogu. And when you look at it, I mean, they kind of do look alike.
If you stare at anything long enough, yeah.
But no, it's got big ears.
Sure.
They both have big eyes, little mouths, and then those like short arms, big hands, and a really cute face.
But I mean, what was a baby Yoda supposed to look like? I mean, that kind of looks like what a baby Yoda would look like, to be honest.
I mean, it does.
A really tiny version of Yoda.
But you never know.
They're going to win a lawsuit. Hey, Grogu is going to get look way different.
They would
next
probably
season.
settle out of court for sure, or settle before it goes to trial if that happens. But I mean, the big ears, yeah. I don't know.
They have nothing to stand on.
I think he's got a case.
No, because when he takes off the his jacket or whatever that is, he's going to look completely different.
Oh God. They'll be like, well, Your Honor, he's got a huge penis.
I didn't mean that. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe Yoda has a penis. I'm not sure. But no, look how large his belly is, or maybe it's just skeletons under there. I don't know. Whatever. But
Suck my balls, you will.
That's terrible. Terrible.
Oh, Yoda molested those.
Hey!
The Jedi Academy is very creepy.
It's very creepy.
They will take the younglings, and you can't see your family anymore. You have to stay with us now, youngling.
Oh my God! I was watching.
Creepy.
What was it? The first episode.
Obi-Wan?
No. When they came back, the movie series. When they came back, when Anakin was racing.
Yeah.
What was that?
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. Yeah, but I was at the scene where she's turning over her son to Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm never going to see my mom again? No, sadly, never.
I'm your mom now.
You're going to come with me and Obi-Wan, and we're going to travel the star system
and you can't,
together.
And you
just
and
a
you,
tiny bit creepy.
And you can't have sex, just like Catholic priests.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm kind of interested in seeing where Taika Waititi goes in this new direction in a Star Wars universe.
Oh, yeah.
Away from everything else.
Spoiler, it's going to be the best Star Wars film ever made.
Well, probably.
It's going to be better than Empire Strikes Back.
Because it's going to have Korg in it.
Any of the original.
Here's a story about Obi-Wan.
Yeah. It'll be the best Star Wars film ever made.
It'll be a really good
It'll
Star
be like,
Wars
this is way better than George Lucas could ever do. Yeah.
Blow George Lucas out of the water.
Or J.J. Abrams or anyone. But yeah. All right. Do you have any other news?
I've got a couple pieces. So remember when the first couple images and the first trailer came out for She-Hulk, and we were all like, what the fuck? She looks terrible.
Yeah.
She looks terrible. Well,
and then they were like, hey, look, we fixed it. And we were like, I don't know. Did you fix it? I don't think you fixed it.
Right. So the producer, is she the producer? Hold on. I was reading it earlier.
What's weird is like
the director.
Go to her picture. Uh-huh. Like, she looks like they just painted her green.
Right.
Why didn't you just paint her green?
Well, I think when the final show comes out, maybe it might be like that. Who knows?
No, but like instead of doing CGI, like she looks like herself.
She looks fine right there.
Like it's right. Like with Gamora, with Zoe Saldana, they just painted her green.
Gamora's great.
Yeah. And she doesn't look any different. It's not like with Mark Ruffalo where he She-Hulk, she just got taller. That's it.
She got taller. Maybe she's a little bit buffer and stuff like that. But they did it with Thor and with Jane and Thor.
Yeah.
She looked buff. I doubt it's because she was lifting weights and stuff like that.
Well, she probably worked out a bit.
But so Kat Serrano, whatever, director for the Cicero. Cicero?
Cioro?
We're going to say KC. KC was talking about the negative fan reaction, and her quote was, I think a lot of the reactions have to do with the fact that she is so different than anything we've seen, which is true.
This is the person that created it, that did the CGI?
She's the director.
Oh, the director.
The director.
Yeah.
When you think of Hulk or Thanos, they have the grisliness and harshness and the bulkness to them that's just so different. And then when you see just a little pop of her, it's almost shocking because we haven't seen something like
she's
it.
defending her baby because she has to.
Right.
And she wants people to like it. Mm-hmm. But it's not her fault the CGI sucks. She's not in charge of the CGI or how much they get to use for the budget.
I was trying to find the story too, but I think I showed it to you, or maybe I retweeted or something like that. But the VFX people that were working on She-Hulk were talking about how overworked they were on this project and how much, I guess, they were underpaid or whatever. And it just seems like they got the shaft on the project. But I mean, it just goes to show you, like, maybe they shouldn't be rushing these things.
Yeah.
Maybe they should be putting in a little bit of space.
Right.
Well,
look, when no one wants to talk about it because the scene was so awesome, but in Mandalorian season 2, fast forward, I won't even mention it, but when you know who shows up at the end of Mandalorian season 2, like, it was this awesome moment, but it was a little weird because the CGI was so bad.
He looked a tad bit computer animated.
Well, yeah, he looked like a video game.
Yeah, just a tad bit.
It was a great thing, but then when you finally saw his face, it was like, oh, no.
But
that's not great.
But She-Hulk looks way worse than even that. So I don't know. We're gonna give it a try, the good old college try. But I don't know if we're gonna guarantee we're gonna see the whole thing through.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Depends how much fucking she does in the first. Seems like the first episode is just gonna be her on Tinder and carrying that man to bed. What else?
The only other thing that I got is, I know you haven't seen it yet, and you've got to watch it, Andrew, but they have finally told us when Succession Season 4 is going to come out on HBO, and that's going to be, unfortunately, next year, May 2023.
Oh, wow.
So you've got until May 2023 and to see this series, Andrew.
That's certainly enough time.
It's really, really good. I think the fans out there at home really, really like Succession. Just like me. Oh, hit Marcel. Just like me. Really, really good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So can't wait. Can't wait.
We were also going to talk Emmy nominations.
Oh, shit.
But they passed on Peacemaker, so fuck them.
Not only that, but they really didn't give Better Call Saul that many.
Well, I know the actress that plays Kim Wexler, she got nominated.
Sure.
I think Bob Odenkirk also got nominated for Best Actor in his TV show.
Where's my boy Howard? Howard didn't get a supporting actor?
He's not even in it enough to be a supporting actor.
It's a travesty.
For what? For playing a robot?
Howard. He played a very,
First of all,
emotional robot.
Supporting actor would go to, what's his name? Tony Dalton? Is that his name?
Tony
Who plays Lalo?
Oh, Lalo?
Lalo?
Yeah, Lalo's fine too. Lalo or, they should just be co-supporting actors, Lalo and Howard.
Tony Dalton would be best supporting actor for... Sure, he should have been nominated.
Ugh.
I don't know if he was or not, but yeah, they passed on Peacemaker. I know, like Moon Knight and other stuff got.
Well, that's weird. If Moon Knight got some love, Peacemaker should have gotten some love. I fucking hated Moon Knight.
Well, Moon Knight, maybe Moon Knight was just graphics and stuff.
I'm sure Oscar Isaac got involved. Probably got a nomination. For,
I doubt it.
You don't think so? People love all that stuff. Like, oh, he's.
I doubt it.
He's playing so many characters in one. Love it. Amazing.
No, not a nomination though.
No.
All right, so let's talk. We have another top 5 list to do.
Yes, I kept it at top 5 this week, so.
Okay.
I was proud of myself.
I did as well, actually.
Oh, wow. Andrew's showing some restraint.
Well, this one's a little different. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we did top 5 best worst movies of all time.
Yeah.
Our favorites.
And I guess I'll go first.
You always go first. Yeah. So
Okay, I'll go first. Number 5 on my best worst movies list is going to be Speed 2.
Speed 2?
Cruise
okay.
Control.
God, I hated that movie.
It's a fun movie. I like it, but it is.
It's not even Keanu Reeves.
It's terrible.
It's not even Keanu Reeves.
It's Sandra Bullock in it. I love Sandra Bullock.
And who's the star?
I can't remember.
Yeah, because he went nowhere.
I watched it for Sandy Bullock.
That
Sandy
guy
Bullock's amazing.
was never in another thing after Speed 2.
Oh, but
Speed 2, Cruise Control.
Cruise Control on a giant boat. It's really fun.
Sandra Bullock and Jason Patrick.
Is that his name?
Oh, Willem Dafoe's the bad guy. That's right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So number 4 is Mortal Kombat. I think that's a cult classic, to be honest.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it is terrible, but it's fun. I like it.
It's
it's really good.
It's so bad that it's good.
Number 3 is a Vin Diesel movie. That's Triple X.
Yeah.
Triple X is fucking terrible, but
Right.
it's fun. I love it. It's Vin Diesel doing his most Vin Diesel.
Yes.
Number 2 is Wild Wild West with Will Smith. Fucking movie is weird, but it's a good weird.
It is.
I love it.
Yeah.
Giant robotic spider.
Right.
And you got the Half Man. It's Confederate Army. It's so weird, but it's a really fun movie.
Very weird.
And then I think the number 1 is probably on a lot of people's list is Face Off. Face Off is the wildest movie I think anybody's ever going to watch in their life. But just the acting.
I guess it is bad.
Between those two guys.
It is so.
It's just insane.
It is so bad that it's
over
good.
the top. But it's so fun.
It is so bad that it's good. So I will have to add it to my list.
Oh shit! Now we got Andrew doing a top 6.
Top 7. I added a couple movies because you mentioned Vin Diesel, and I was like, oh right, of course,
Of course.
So all right, I have a top 7.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Of my favorite best worst movies. At number 7, this is all just because of Arnold. It's Batman and Robin, just for all the ice puns.
And she's like, I love the nipples.
Freeze, winter ice. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Stay cool, bird boy.
You just watch it for the one-liner?
Yeah. It's all because of Arnold.
To be fair, you know what? That might be on a lot of people's list, to be honest.
I think so. I could watch it. Just for the laughs. Number 6 is the movie that came out.
That's the one with the bat card, right?
Yeah, because they're fighting over Poison Ivy, and Batman buys a date with Poison Ivy.
Lord
He basically
Jesus.
buys a hooker. Number 6, we have Birdemic. This is a really bad B movie from like 10 years ago. The director was this Vietnamese guy who had no experience making movies. He just had a lot of money and was like, I'm going to make a movie.
Oh, God.
And it was basically a ripoff of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds. And the dialogue was so bad. The main actor in the movie is one of the worst actors ever. He's like a robot. And oh my God, the CGI is horrific. It's so fucking fun to laugh at. There's even a sequel that's really good as well.
Are we going to have to watch this on a Patreon episode?
We might. It's really great. I don't know if you've seen this yet, because I think if you
No, I have
did,
not seen that.
No, I'm talking about the next one.
Oh.
If you did, it would definitely be on your list, but it's pretty much known as like the worst movie ever made, and that's The Room with Tommy Wiseau.
No.
He's like this Polish guy that also had a lot of money and decided I wanted to make my own movie. And he did, and it's so terrible. It's so bad that James Franco played him in The Disaster Artist. James Franco and Seth Rogen made the movie.
Okay, I've heard about that one. Yeah, I've heard about
the movie is
Disaster
about
Artist.
the making of The Room.
Oh Lord.
And it's awesome.
Okay.
So go check out The Room. The best thing about The Room is they still have showings all over the world.
Really?
And here in Houston, where it's like one Friday a month, there's a midnight showing where you can go and people throw spoons because
What?
there's in the fucking movie, there's just a picture frame of a spoon like in the living room. It's like, why would you have a picture frame of a spoon? So people throw spoons, they throw footballs.
These are where the gifts are from?
Oh yeah.
I've always wondered. Okay.
Yeah. That's James Franco as Tommy Wiseau. That's the real Tommy Wiseau there with the football. And because he's just like, oh, Americans love football. So he can't even throw the football right. It's so fucking weird.
He looks like a weird Oh man, the guy that did the crypto, Mark Wahlberg. Looks like a weird Mark.
No,
Wahlberg.
he's the weirdest person you'll ever see in this movie.
This looks like a weird movie.
It's a weird movie, but it's amazing. Number 4, I have Thanksgiving. This was a movie that was on Netflix. I don't know, 10 plus years ago that I saw with friends, and we still quote it to this day. It's about an evil turkey that kills a bunch of college kids on Thanksgiving. But the difference is it knows it's a bad movie, so it plays into it. It's really great. There's one part where the turkey fucks a girl.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And then he yells, "You just got stuffed."
Oh.
So it's great stuff.
It's stuff.
It's amazing.
It's great stuffing?
It's great stuffing. Yeah, no. So check it out. Thanksgiving. Number 3, Fast and Furious 7. The title is Fast 7. Mm-hmm. That's the one where they go to Abu Dhabi. It was the last one that had Paul Walker.
Right. Ronda
so
Rousey.
At the end is Ronda. Yeah, but
they're jumping the cars through the
best
towers.
part is when the cars in these 3 giant buildings in Abu Dhabi. They crash out of one building, crash into another, and then into the next building again. It's fucking incredible.
Oh, I've got to watch that guy's pitch meeting show about that.
Yes.
I'm sure it's funny.
Yeah. And then number 2, since Josh reminded me, Face Off. Face Off definitely has to be in there.
That wasn't even in your top 5?
Well, no, because I always considered it just a great movie.
Oh, Lord.
Because as a kid, I loved it. But no, yeah, it is a bad movie. It definitely qualifies. So that's number 2. And then number 1, Arnold takes the cake. It's Total Recall.
What?
Yeah.
Total Recall is your worst movie?
Yes.
That's one of the best movies of all time.
It's terrible, but it's amazing.
It's great.
It's Arnold at his worst because he can't act yet. Oh my God.
It's so fun.
He's only used to being the Terminator, so he's the Terminator in all these fucking old movies.
This is probably like one of my top 10 sci-fi movies.
Yeah, dude, it's a bad movie. Come on. But it's so bad that it's good. It's amazingly bad. So that's number 1 for me.
Wow. Wow.
And really, I could name, there's also The Running Man. You know what? Let's make The Running Man number 8.
The Running Man. The Running Man. Fine. That's a terrible movie.
And then even Command. Excuse me.
Last Action Hero.
Even Commando's like on the cusp. It's like, is this good? I mean, I love it, but it's kind of stupid.
Last Action Hero is pretty terrible, but it's a good movie.
Yeah. So there you go. Let's see what our fans.
I'm sure it's gonna range the gambit.
Yeah. Let's see what they have to say about this. Hold on. Let's pull it up. Okay, so we got Luis Vasquez. He's got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
that would qualify. You know what? Wicker Man, number 9. I'm updating my list as we go.
Is
Wicker
that a
Man.
Nicolas Cage movie?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so bad. Samurai Cop, never saw that. Troll 2, that I've never seen it, but that's the scene where that guy's like, they're eating her, and then they're gonna eat me. Oh my God! It's just like the worst acting ever. And then his number 1 is Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger?
Yeah.
I'm looking that up.
D. Barry, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That sounds terrible. Jason
X. Yeah, that was bad. Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Child, Haggard. I don't know Haggard. And then his number 1 is Thanksgiving.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of custom shirts, I was so obsessed with Thanksgiving that I made a custom Thanksgiving shirt one year.
What did it say?
It had the turkey. It said, "You just got stuffed." And then I even had on the back, it was another quote from the movie, but yeah, it was awesome.
Toxic Avenger, a horror comedy.
Yeah, I know Toxic
Only
Avenger.
an hour and 20 minutes.
Well, yeah. Pop Culture Junkie, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. I don't
Lord
know what that
Jesus.
is. Lightning Jack, I don't know. Masters of the Universe.
I've heard of that.
Men at Work.
That's bad.
And then his number 1 is Captain Ron.
Men at Work was Charlie Sheen, right?
Charlie Sheen.
Men at Work movie. Yeah, Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, Keith David. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
Well, see, I was also debating They Live, but They Live is a B movie, but I don't think it's bad. I mean, there's certain things about it that's
I haven't
funny.
seen that. That's I'm out of bubblegum.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Omar says, what exactly determines a good, bad movie? Rotten Tomatoes score under 50%. He said Waterworld. These are all movies that are 50% or less. Waterworld, that was bad.
Fair.
Dracula 2000.
Didn't see it.
Was that Leslie Nielsen?
No, couldn't
No?
have been. I don't think so.
Dracula 2000. Type that in real quick. He has Freddy versus Jason. That was Bedazzled, was really bad.
Gerald
no.
Butler? Jesus.
Queen of the Damned, Jason X. Little Nicky has 21%. Little Nicky is amazing.
If that's true, Little Nicky might break my top 10.
I mean, bullshit.
Little Nicky should be up
Fuck
there.
these people with Little Nicky. I love
I
Little
consider
Nicky.
that a good comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't make my top 25.
It's not.
but it's up there.
No, it's not Adam Sandler's best.
It's not his worst.
But oh my god, it's not even close to his worst. 21%. That's the critic score. Audience score is not good either. 55%.
Wow.
That's bullshit. And then Scary Movie 2 is at 14%. But yeah, I mean, none of those are any of my favorites, that's for sure. S. Thorne, Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter. I've not
Lord.
seen that.
It sounds
He's
terrible.
got Mortal Kombat for the theme song.
Oh,
He's got
yeah.
Face Off. He's got The Room. And then Voyage of the Rock Aliens. I don't know that one.
I don't know that one either.
Andy Biconi's top 5 are Sharknado 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In that order, too.
Do they all have Tara Reid?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And in one of the movies, she loses her arm and she gets like a knife arm or a gun arm.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, those are fine, but they're not even close to like the best because they're
Those are just
they're
bad
trying
movies.
too hard at being bad.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, you got Tara Reid and she's terrible at acting. Mark, She's All That, No Holds Barred. That's it. No Holds Barred. Yeah, that's probably number 10 for me. Wild Wild West. There you go. Joe Dirt. I would consider Joe Dirt actually funny.
But I bet you it probably fits under that audience score.
Maybe.
It probably is pretty bad.
And then he's also got So I Married an Ex-Murderer. That was Mike Myers.
It's an 80s movie, right?
90s, I think.
90s?
Early
Okay.
90s. Ben Ryan, Masters of the Universe, Street Fighter,
Oh, Street Fighter.
The Room, Battlefield Earth, and Jingle All the Way. Oh my God. That would have to be.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's number 11 for
Jingle
me.
All the Way, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
That's terrible.
Kyle Wheeler, The Room.
Sinbad, though. Love Sinbad.
He's got The Room, Velocipaster. I think that's something new that just came out that we have to see.
Is it a Velociraptor that's a past?
I think so, yeah. I think you pray to him. Mac and Me, that's really bad. Have you ever seen oh God, what's his name? Paul Rudd. So
I've seen him a couple times.
have you ever seen Paul Rudd on Conan O'Brien show? Where Conan's like, oh, let's play a clip of your new movie. And instead he shows, and he's done this like every single time he goes on Conan's show for like a 20-year period. And he would play, instead of playing a clip from his movie, he would play a clip from this movie, Mac and Me, where like this little boy befriends this alien. It's like a shitty version of E.T. It's a rip-off E.T.
Yeah, okay.
And the boy's in the wheelchair, and he goes off a cliff and fucking falls in the water.
I've seen it. Uh-huh.
That's what Paul Rudd always does. It's amazing, but I haven't seen the whole movie. Then he's got The Sand, and then he's got Zombies.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, there's also one like from the 80s or 90s where this boyfriend dies and he gets reincarnated as a T-Rex. And it's one of those famous. I think it's Charlie Sheen's ex is in it. What's her name? The hot one.
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Charlie Sheen's ex?
Yeah, ex-wife. She's famous. She just started an OnlyFans at 80 years old.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Oh God, why am I?
No, I'm not sure, Andrew.
Yeah,
Sheen X.
Denise Richards.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. She's 80. She ain't 80 years old.
No, but she's up there.
I might sign up.
But
for
at the end of that
OnlyFans.
movie, like I think her boyfriend gets transferred into like something else, and then she like does a striptease for him, and like he's like a TV or a camera or robot, and like the robot like orgasms. It's so weird.
Jesus.
I love Carnage. He's got Bucky Larson, The Marine 1, 2, and 3, and See No Evil starring Kane. So there you go. It's a lot of wrestling movies.
Oh, they're all bad, probably.
They are. And then the Rizzlers got anything post 2017 with Bruce Willis, Liam Neeson, or John Travolta. And then he's got Green Knight, Alexander, The Spirit, and Battlefield Earth. That's the John Travolta one. Where he's like, before you could spell your name, I was destroying galaxies. It's like, what? What are you doing, Travolta?
Terrible.
So there's a lot of really great bad movies out there. So we appreciate you guys sending in your stuff. What should we do next week?
Next week, I mean, I kind of want to see. Oh.
No, for the list.
For the list. Well, we haven't.
Should we do
done,
actors? Like,
we've
just
got,
favorite actors?
Well, genres that we still haven't done. We still haven't done sci-fi. We haven't done sports movies. We haven't done. Do we want to do all the genres before we jump off to actors?
Doesn't matter. We can go back.
And go back? Okay. Well, what actors would have the most movies? We got Tom Cruise.
I mean, I could probably do my list right now, but
we could do a lot of lists. Tom Cruise.
He would.
Jackson?
Tom Cruise. If we're doing like top 5 or 10, I don't think Tom Cruise would be on my top 10.
Oh! I thought you meant like taking an actor and then
like
doing the top 5 movies. that they've done.
that's a good idea too. But I mean, like top 5 or 10 favorite actors.
I don't know. We should probably open this.
And we
up
could
to
do
fans
actresses
every once in a
too
while.
another week.
Okay, so we're gonna pick this one, but give us some ideas on maybe what we should do for the.
I mean,
next
they have before.
Well, what are some ideas that they've given?
I forgot.
Oh Lord Jesus, Andrew.
Oh, best TV shows.
Best TV shows.
Favorite TV shows. Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
Let's do actors for next week.
We're doing one actor or our top 5 actors?
No, like your top list of what do you want to do?
A top 5 actors is fine.
Top 5 or 10
top five
favorite actors?
The top 5 actors is fine. Just as
25.
long as you don't go to 30 actors.
I might go to 30. No, I'll probably go to 10 or
I
something.
gotta put Ray Liotta. I gotta put 15 actors in here.
Yeah.
You can do 5.
All
You
right.
can do 5, baby.
I could do 10.
Oh, Jesus.
I could do 10, I think. All right. Moving on.
Okay, so we're doing top 5 actors next week.
Yeah.
Andrew, I guess, is doing top 10.
Probably. All right. I want to talk about the Elvis movie real quick. Josh didn't see it. I saw it. And I hated it, man. It was so depressing. And Elvis didn't really sing that much. The guy that played Elvis didn't look like Elvis.
Austin Butler.
He had the accent down, but like it felt like it was a voiceover. Mm-hmm. It was just a weird movie. Like it was mostly just about Elvis's manager, played by Tom Hanks, who took advantage of him. And Tom Hanks, look, he's a great actor. But they all have their stinkers. And in this one, you remember Austin Powers 3?
Yeah.
Remember Goldmember?
Goldmember?
That's Tom Hanks in this movie. He's playing Goldmember from
Lord
Austin
Jesus.
Powers 3. With the weird accent.
Is he also skating?
They put all this prosthetic makeup on him to make him fat. And he was just like, oh, Elvis, you have to go on stage. Yeah. And it's just like, okay, Goldmember.
So what you're saying is the trailer was probably better than the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really that interested when I saw the trailer.
I thought the trailer was fine. But the trailer made it seem like it was about Elvis's life.
Elvis just cried the whole movie. And
I don't want to go on stage.
Him and his mom felt like incestual. It was that was creepy. They also glossed over the fact that Priscilla was 14 and Elvis was 24 when they met. Like the first scene where they're like hanging out, it's like this girl who's like 23 in real life, and it's like, oh, so she's 14? Okay.
Hey, well,
But they don't mention Priscilla's age in the movie, because of course not.
Well, of course, because it would be a little bit weird.
Yeah. So
Hey, but I
It was
guess age of
strange.
consent back then was a little bit more lenient.
I don't think it was. I just think people didn't do anything about it back then. Well, he adopted her.
Oh,
That's the other thing.
That's really weird. I didn't know that.
He legally adopted her.
Well, when you look at the whole Elvis story,
Before
story
he
is
married her.
funky.
And he
Because
claims that they didn't have sex until she was of age, but come on.
I don't believe
Why would
it.
you legally adopt her?
And it just like Elvis never really wrote any of his own songs either, if I recall, right?
Well, no. He,
Yeah. So I mean, like Elvis, I mean, really, he was just a showman, to be honest. Good voice. Good voice.
I'm pretty sure he adopted her.
It's really creepy. Really creepy.
It was something like that. I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he adopted her. Anyways, but either way, she was fucking 14.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Hey,
yeah.
well, when he's 34, she's 24. You know,
well, the other thing about, the other thing about Elvis,
farther on,
like,
yeah.
he grew up in a black neighborhood where, like, he was the only white kid. At least that's what this movie said.
Hey, that was my
So that's
dad.
why he liked all that music. But yeah, like, that's the controversy.
Right, he stole everything from the black man.
They stole their music, and it
Right.
was, you know, even in the movie that Tom Hanks is like, oh, he sings that music, but he's white. Oh, I could make money with him.
That's creepy.
But no, like throughout the movie, it would be like Elvis sings a song, and then Martin Luther King was shot, and Elvis is like, no. And it's like, what? You didn't even interact with him in the movie. And then it's like more music, and then Senator Robert Kennedy was shot, and it's like, no.
Every time I play music, someone dies.
Yeah. And then it was music again, and then Sharon Tate was murdered. And I was like, Sharon Tate?
Who the fuck is that? I mean,
Well, that's the Manson family murders. She was an actress.
Oh,
But they
okay.
just did that to tell us what year we're in now. It was just lazy. It was lazy. What does Sharon Tate have to fucking do with Elvis?
Elvis sings, "We've just invaded Iraq."
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about. He was long dead.
I know.
But no,
Elvis
like
sings,
the movie
we
was
just-
so lame that like when Elvis finally dies, like I felt nothing. Like I didn't shed a tear. It doesn't take much for me to cry in a movie.
Oh.
But like this was like I felt nothing. So that's my short review on Elvis. Don't go see it. My dad loves Elvis. I saw it because my girlfriend loves Elvis. That's why we saw. She was like, "I want to see Elvis." Okay, cool. Yeah, why not?
Well, did she like it?
And we were watching Bohemian Rhapsody, and that movie is amazing. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Like, so that's the bar when it comes for like music, like movies about musicians. Like that's what you expect now.
That one actually tugged at your heartstrings.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And no, she hated Elvis. We were both like watching the movie like an hour and a half in, and she's like, "Why isn't he singing?" It was 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It was longer than Thor.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, Bohemian Rhapsody is, I'm sure, like 220, but
But yeah,
it's a great movie.
It's interesting and a lot of good songs.
It's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
So don't go see it. But there you go. There's my review. Do you want to talk about the Terminal List at all? I know you said you watched
yeah,
the first
I'll talk
episode.
about it a little bit. So Andrew says, don't go see Elvis, but do go see the Terminal List.
So it's not Reacher?
It's not Reacher. No, the character is not boring. And it's pretty good action, too.
Okay.
I was wondering how Chris Pratt would do as like, you know, as like a badass Marine and stuff like that, but he actually did pretty well. It's about a guy who goes on an op with this, he's like SEAL Team 11 or something like that.
Yeah.
One of the SEAL teams.
He's a SEAL.
Yeah. But the op goes bad, and it's about he gets memory loss, and
Oh, it's like Born Identity?
kind of. But they're saying that things happened on the op that didn't happen.
Okay.
So it's playing with his memory throughout the whole time, and it ends up being that there are people that kind of fucked with how the op went.
Yeah.
And his memory was actually right, so he's sane the entire time, but it's just things that are happening on the periphery that are kind of making him think that he's crazy.
Gotcha.
Type of thing. So, I mean, are you going to end up watching this?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I mean, I don't want to give away the big reveal then, but I mean, it just...
What, in episode 1 there's a big reveal?
In episode 1, there's a big reveal.
Okay.
So, I mean, I won't give
Is
it
it
away.
like really good?
Not a big reveal, but something really important happens in episode
But is it
1.
like, is it good? Like, is it really like, oh, wow.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. You said this was a good show.
No. I meant like it's terrible sad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, and it keeps you wanting to get going and figure out, who fucked him over,
right?
How this stuff happened, and it's not like Reacher to where like I don't want to watch this anymore. Why is this guy on my screen?
Well,
this is so weird. He said 3 words.
Reacher. I'm 5. Why are you calling me by my last name? Anyways, Reacher. Trouble seems to find you. Well, you know what they say. Trouble seems to find me. Yeah, trouble seems to find you. Whoa, look at this big motherfucker.
I'm 6'4". I'm Jack Reacher. Boop, 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 boop.
I have a big dick. Look out, because here comes my big dick.
But no.
All right, maybe I'll watch it. I'll give it a try.
So he's not playing Peter Quill. So I mean,
right.
Yeah. So that's what I was kind of worried about.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah,
I can kind of review Elvis. I mean, spoiler alert. He died.
I'm not worried about it. I kind of know what happened with Elvis. Did Elvis die at the end?
They didn't show him pass out on the toilet.
Okay, but I kind of know the Elvis story. I think he passes away.
Right. I think he died way before I was born.
But no, I mean, I'll definitely keep watching Terminalist. I don't know if we'll recap it every episode, but definitely at the end of the season, we should do something. But yeah, for people out there that have watched Reacher and Terminalist, let me know what you think, because I'd like to think that Terminalist is way better than Reacher, but I know a lot of our fans really liked Reacher.
Are all the episodes out of Terminalist?
I believe so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So,
well, all right then.
So now we get to the main event. We did the prelims.
Yes.
Now this is the main event.
The main event.
Which
Better Call Saul.
We're going to do that one first?
Yeah. We usually do
I thought that was the closer.
Better Call Saul.
Okay, fine.
Who gives a shit? The longest 6 weeks of my life.
Hey, Howard was in this episode.
Well, his body was in the episode. I mean, hey, he did a great job of playing dead.
Yes, he did.
Of not moving. I mean, the first thing we see are Howard's shoes floating in the ocean.
Yeah.
In the opening scene. Mm-hmm. And then you see his car, Namaste.
Ugh.
Gosh.
So dark.
That's what the show, that's why Vince Gilligan is so fucking great. He makes you hate this guy, and then he dies, and you're like, oh, poor guy.
And you just can't, you never know what's coming next either. I mean, you can think about it all you want, but you never know what's happening. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Lalo wants Jimmy to kill Gus while he stays with Kim.
So, throughout this, so Lalo wants him to kill Gus.
But obviously he knows that's not what he's really trying to do.
I didn't know that.
Oh, of course.
I don't know this how TV is made stuff.
Of course.
So this whole time I'm thinking that Kim's going to go over there and I'm
pull a Jesse Pinkman.
Well, no, I'm thinking this is how Kim dies.
Knock knock.
I'm like they've been trying. Kim's not in the...
I'm telling you, Kim is not dying.
I'm telling you, well, she might not. But Jimmy, I thought that's how this was going to go down.
Jimmy could not be the character in Breaking Bad if Kim dies.
She's just as happy that she's in prison now.
No, I don't think she's going to prison anymore either. I think she's going to run.
Maybe.
I think she's going to run away.
He's sending her money on the down low.
Because she's too afraid. She feels guilty about Howard's death.
Well, yeah,
and she's going to run.
Sure. But this whole tense scene, she's driving to Gus's house. She sees the cops. She's worried about Jimmy. She doesn't even know how to put her shoes on. I really, really, really felt, and Gus's guys are all tense and on edge.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to put the gun up there, and then bam, they were going to blow her away.
I can't
from
believe
across the
she was
street.
actually gonna do it. Or she got all the way to the door.
She loves Jimmy so much.
Would she have pulled the trigger?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But even if she did, she would have shot twin Gus, like the imposter Gus, or what do you call it? He has a lookalike, his double.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it starts with Lalo. He wants Jimmy to go kill Gus while he stays with Kim, but Jimmy convinces Lalo that Kim should do it because Gus would be more trusting to open the door for a woman. And then Lalo ties Jimmy to a chair and leaves him alone with Howard. And yeah, Kim goes to Gus's house, but Mike grabs her from behind and brings her inside. She tells Mike everything, and she even yells, like, you were watching us. Where were you?
Very true.
You
Very
said
true.
you were going to watch us. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I love that Gus had a look-alike. That was hilarious. He was like, I was going to kill him.
Right. I did like, so Mike and them are going over to the house.
Yeah.
Gus is sitting there watching her. Then he goes to talk to her, and he's like, wait, he convinced him?
Right.
Oh, fuck. He's like, I know what's going down.
He's like, he talked Lalo out of it.
Nobody talks Lalo out of anything.
Yeah.
Fuck, I know exactly where he's going. And
Yeah.
that's when it hit me. I was like, oh, fuck, okay, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was
Gus,
totally out of the
that was the one mistake Lalo made.
Trusting Jimmy.
Well, just that he let Jimmy change, because it didn't really matter to him who went.
But really, in all seriousness, I mean, this is a solid plan. Had it worked out to perfection,
Yeah.
Having someone else do your murder, that's a solid plan.
So Gus goes to the laundry on the suspicion that Lalo would be there, and he was right.
Fucking
And
killed
Lalo
everybody.
kills the 4 men that were protecting Gus very easily. Mike finds Jimmy and asks where Lalo went, but Jimmy doesn't know. And Lalo knows Gus is wearing a bulletproof vest, and he shoots him in the chest just to fuck with him. And then Lalo makes Gus show him the underground meth lab, and he's recording on the camera the entire time.
He's talking
He's going to
Don-
show it to Don Eladio.
Don Eladio.
And Gus distracts Lalo by talking into the camera about how much he hates Don
That was
Eladio and
great.
the
And the
Salamancas.
Salamancas, this whole monologue, just like, you fucking fat slug, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. It was really great.
Yeah. And
Like,
then
you
Gus
done? No, I'm not done.
Gus kicks a cable to cut the lights out. He runs to where he hid a gun earlier in the season, and both men shoot it out in the dark. And
And of course,
Gus wins.
Gus wins.
Gus turns the light back on to see that he fatally shot Lalo in the neck. Again, it was great to see how frightened Gus was of Lalo, because he went boom, 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 and then click, 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 click. He just kept pulling the trigger because he was so nervous. But no, so Lalo laughs before he dies. Gus falls down. And we find out that Lalo actually shot him.
Right.
Like, one got through the bulletproof vest or around it. He got shot in the side. And Gus is so professional that he even called, his Pollos Hermanos employee.
That was great.
You're going to have to
going out of
manage the
town."
store this week. Like, while he's having bullets.
Can you set the schedule for next week?
While he's having bullets pulled out of him.
I think we have an inspection next week.
Yeah. And then Mike's men used Jimmy and Kim's refrigerator to transport Howard's body. He's like, you're getting a new refrigerator. Will stainless steel be okay? I assume it'll be fine. And Mike tells Jimmy and Kim that they will make Howard's death look like a suicide.
Yeah.
And,
Pretty sad.
the fan theories about Lalo were correct.
Seemed to be right.
When Lalo hid that gun, people were like, okay, so Gus is going to kill Lalo in the meth lab, and then they'll bury him underneath the meth lab. And that's what they did, along with Howard.
Metaphorical.
Howard and Lalo are both buried under the meth lab. Now, if I go back and watch Breaking Bad for a 4th time, when they're in the meth lab, the whole time I'm just going to be thinking of Lalo and Howard are under there. They're underneath you.
I will say,
It almost doesn't make sense why they're. It's almost like they just did it to be cool. Like,
Right.
oh, it's cool. They're buried under the meth lab, because why would they be buried under the meth lab?
well,
You would think that wouldn't be a smart place to do
it's
that.
it's a thumb to the fan theories out there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
yeah,
it's-
that guy said it out of the park. That's a good theory.
Well, no, they filmed this before there even was that fan theory,
Oh, was there? Okay.
because it happened earlier this season when he hid the gun. It's not like it happened 3 years ago. He hid the gun like in episode 2 or like earlier in the season before the break.
right.
Gus hid a gun there, and everyone's
Right.
like, "Oh, that's where he'll kill Lalo."
It did seem like that. Yeah, you're right.
So for once, the obvious answer was the correct answer.
Right.
But
I still never really understood why they made it that obvious too. Like, why did Gus hide a gun there? I mean, why did he think that Lalo was eventually going to find it? I mean, I never really.
Well, he was
understood
always
that.
afraid of Lalo, so he obviously felt like he was capable.
Yeah.
I mean, Gus has never been afraid of anyone in Breaking Bad.
Right.
You know, and the one guy he was afraid of was Lalo. Lalo was like the boogeyman.
Lalo was
and like,
the boogeyman.
Maybe I'm just upset that Lalo's dead. But I'm like, I was upset. I was like, man, I mean, I knew he was going to lose because he has to. But man, Lalo's so great.
Lalo was good. And it's going to be weird to see like what other type of, is there going to be any other antagonists throughout this series, or are we just going to keep wrapping this up? Or I don't know. We've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes.
And the great thing was
5 episodes.
You know, they still made sense where Jimmy, like Mike doesn't tell Jimmy Lalo's dead. Well, he tries to, but Jimmy's too like hysterical to figure it out. He's
Right.
like, trust me, he's not coming back.
Which is why when he gets to Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
he thinks that Lalo's
Lalo, Ignacio.
Jimmy, he's not. Lalo is not coming back.
Hey, I can kind of do it.
I think he can do it. Yeah.
Stainless steel, okay?
Yeah, pretty close. Pretty close.
Walter, you and your pride, Walter.
It's close. I mean, if you were about 20 years older,
I could do the cartoon, the Breaking Bad cartoon, or do the prequel with Mike. I could play young Mike.
I can't do it. You got it. It's good, Andrew.
Thank you.
But so the one,
So only 5 episodes left.
the one,
And the preview for the next episode is just audio
Right.
of Jimmy telling Kim, like, you know, we'll go to work, and then in a few months we'll realize we didn't even think about it. And clearly he can do that.
Right.
Because he moved on at some point, but I think she's not going to be able to.
Kim is gonna have trouble because Kim does seem to have a tiny bit of humanity still left.
Well,
in her.
no shit.
Right. So next week's title,
Yeah.
or this week, today's title, I guess.
Yeah.
Fun and games.
Oh, boy.
Fun and games.
When are we going to see Walter? When are we going to see Jesse? I'm going to bust.
Well, there's 5 episodes left, and they're going to be in 3 scenes.
3 scenes.
So there's a big chance we could get it. Could get it.
What did you say last week?
What is it?
Hashtag.
Oh, hashtag Walter forever. No. Oh,
Hashtag Walter's still alive.
oh, right. Hashtag Walter's still alive. That's what the funny games is. He's playing games in prison.
It would be the worst amazing thing. It would be the best worst thing ever. Like they go back to showing him laying down, you know, at the end of Breaking Bad, my baby blue. Like we go back and it's you know, it's panning back again, but then it comes right back and his eyes open and he's like, I'm alive.
No, zoom in.
We have to find Saul.
It's a prison cell. There's a guy. He's throwing a ball up in the air, and then, bam, Walter.
It's a blue and it's a baby blue ball.
Baby blue ball. Oh, it's amazing. But no, this episode was really good and really sad. I kind of really felt bad that Howard's final resting place is with Lalo. That kind of sucks.
Right.
That sucks. Poor
Yeah.
Howard.
The guy that killed him.
Yeah, right. Oh, so sad. Poor Howard. I really feel for Howard during this series.
We know.
I know, but I just have to keep putting it out there.
And
we're never going to see him again. So, I mean, this is Howard's swan song.
when are we going to get to post Breaking Bad? You know?
Yeah.
Like, when are we going to go back to Jimmy making Cinnabons?
Right.
Cinnamon rolls. And, like, the last thing, he was like, I'll take care of it myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he got made and he was going to call the disappearer, but he's like, I'll handle it myself. So we'll see. I don't know.
We will see.
It's going to get interesting. But all right, let's talk South Park, The Streaming Wars Part 1 and Part 2.
And on up south, I'm gonna see if I can't unwind. Come on down South Park and meet some friends of mine.
So just like the future episodes,
The COVID
the
episodes.
post-COVID war, post-COVID, whatever, these were great.
One-liners out the wazoo.
Oh my God. It was amazing.
Really interesting character choices.
First thing we see, like, there's a picture of John Elway in the first scene because the water's running out. There's no stream. I didn't realize it was going to be that.
I will say that actually is a really important thing.
Yeah.
Like John Oliver did a whole show on it on Last Week Tonight about the water waste and stuff like that. And actually, in this area, the Colorado River Authority, they had to lower the water usage for our area, Fort Bend,
right,
and also Wharton County, just because of all the water usage that's out there, and we're in a drought and everything. So, I mean, this is an important issue, and South Park loves to add some hilarity to important issues.
Yeah. I love that PP is back from the water. You've seen the water park episode, right?
No, he's an actual
you never
character?
saw this character?
No.
Okay, when the movie...
This is the most racist character I've ever seen.
Remember when... but no one cares because he's Italian. But no, when
you should care.
When no, Italians don't care. When 2012 came out, that horrible movie 2012 with John Cusack, where the world was ending,
right?
That came out in like 2000. That came out in like 2009. Mm-hmm. They made this South Park episode where the water park becomes all pee because too many people pee in the water park.
Right.
Because people do it in real life.
Yeah.
Because they're assholes.
Yeah.
So it becomes like a 2012, like in the water park, like all these people are dying and stuff.
Oh, Lord.
And it's a hilarious episode. So I was glad to see PP back. You should see it. One of the funniest South Park songs is Cartman singing about his water park because he's upset because there's too many minorities in the water park now.
I don't know. Cartman's song
I mean, it's so and obviously South Park is meant to offend, but nowadays where everything gets canceled,
South Park is uncancelable.
If you watch that episode on Comedy Central, like the channel, like they play the audio of the song very low so that you can't even hear it. And it's like, well, then why even play it?
I bet you on Paramount Plus you hear the whole thing.
But the original, like when the episode came out, they didn't do that.
Right.
But it's the whole episode is like Cartman's thing in the episode. He's just so upset. The lines are so long because there's too many minorities, and he's just so upset about that.
Oh, Cartman.
But back to this, I forgot that Cartman now lives in a hot dog house. Which that was from this past season of South Park with the realtor episode.
I didn't know this either, but it was hilarious and apparently.
Hey, honey.
His mom was so depressed.
Hey, honey, how was school? Fuck you, Mom.
Fuck you.
And like everything in the house is just hot dog buns.
He's washing his hair with ketchup.
Yeah, his shampoo is ketchup.
There's a drawer that says Cartman toys.
And it's just hot dog buns.
The everything in the fridge is hot dogs.
The fridge is ketchup, mustard, and hot dogs.
It's so funny.
And then he's like, he's crying, and she's like, "What? What do you want?" He's like, "I want you to get breast implants so we can live in a sweet house, Mom."
Right, the guy next door is building a house, and Cartman associates, rich people are married to people with big boobs.
Yes,
and he's like, "Mom, if you just get the breast implants."
Well, he's not wrong.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong. But yes, that was hilarious.
So then we see Randy, and he's a Karen now. Everyone he's just Karen Marsh. Yeah. And the weed farmers
and he doesn't get it.
No.
He doesn't get it.
Hey, Shelly. And by the way, when he's talking to Shelly in his office, there's a picture of him with his family. And he's smiling, but they're all like, they all hate it there. So the weed farmers have all the water, so they start streaming services and hire the kids to make boats for them so that you know who's providing the water by what boat comes down.
Right.
Subscribe to my streaming service.
Really, really scientific shit.
And one of the guys is like, when it comes to the streaming wars, I intend to be the Amazon River.
That was the guy that Cartman's wanted his mom to marry.
Right.
He's funny. He's always carrying around a golf club.
Yes. And then Cartman tells his friends that his mom needs $10,000 for surgery, but obviously not, he doesn't tell them what they need it for. He makes it sound like it's, life-saving surgery. Right. Like, oh man, And then PP is like, oh, why can't there just be a one, the streaming service? Oh no, I go here, I go there, I don't know where my stuff is.
Right. Oh, South Park,
which is the most common
plugs.
Problem.
Right.
We're like, hey, you have to watch a show. What streaming? Oh fuck, I forgot.
that was our problem.
I don't know. Especially with Paramount Plus coming out of nowhere.
God,
it's like, hey, we're here. It's like, you're number 20. Get the stop.
And yet I still had to get it.
And one of the best parts was Butters getting drunk on popsicles, but telling the truth about the streaming services. It's like, we all know that there's just going to be like 3 streaming services, and they're all just they're gonna buy all the other streaming services. No one gives a shit if it has any good shit on it,
Because it's just going to be that guy works for that company, and that company works for that company.
Everyone's going to get laid off, and no one's going to care.
Butters, I think you've had a little bit too much popsicles.
Yeah, maybe I've had a little bit too many popsicles.
maybe
Because his job is just to suck all the popsicles dry.
It's so creepily.
He's the only one. Well, of course, it's Butters. And then Randy finds out that Stan is making boats for the other streaming services, and he calls his son a cocksucking cunt. Amazing. And then Cartman gets the money, but his mom won't get the boob job.
Oh, that's so great.
He's like, Doctor, keep those tits on us.
He's singing a little song as his mom's blindfold and dragging it in. I don't know where we're going, but I'm a good son. Blah, 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 da, da, da.
Mom, I'm going to get the breast implants. It's 2022, Mom. They do this shit to kids now.
Oh, God. Yes. Always beating him over the head, but yes. Yeah. I'm going to do it. Go ahead, Cartman.
And then
I'm going to do it.
Cartman shows up to school with the fake tits. And he's like, guys, there's something seriously wrong with my mom. And he's got his giant tits out. And then everyone's staring. He's like, I guess we have to talk about the elephants in the room.
Elephants.
And then Kyle's like, those aren't real fat ass. He's like, no, they are. They're fake, Kyle. They're fake.
They're fake real.
They're real fake tits, Kyle.
I just loved how every once in a while he just Butters like, Butters, my eyes are up here.
Oh yeah, and Butters is always like, sorry. He's always looking. So yeah, at the end of the first episode, PP gets all the water rights, and he uses Man Bear Pig to kill off his competition.
Returning character.
Man Bear Pig is back because obviously he's causing the droughts,
global warming,
and PP supplies all of South Park with his pee water.
Oh my god!
So everyone's drinking which is a lot like the water park episode, which you have to see now. And then in the beginning of the second episode, Cartman's suing his mom over the fake tits. And then one of the guys is like telling Kyle, like, pay the money back. He's like, we can't. The money is all in Cartman's fucking tits. And then Randy goes into hiding, but he goes viral for going full Karen on so many people around the world.
Nuclear Karen?
Nuclear Karen, yeah.
So
and then the best part was Matt Damon doing a commercial for PP Plus. God. And he's like, we all know that pasta cooked in pea water is the best way to make it. And then he's trying to eat it, and he's like, fortune favors the brave. And we also have Gwyneth Paltrow, Larry, and every time it keeps getting worse. Mm-hmm. Like Larry David, they just pee directly into his mouth.
Oh, God.
The tennis star, they like pee in her salad. Mm-hmm. Reese Witherspoon, yeah.
LeBron James was in it.
Yeah, the last commercial is like, come on, you are all sluts for crypto. You could be a slut for the pee.
That was hilarious.
Larry David's like, when I did the crypto, I didn't even know what I was talking about.
South Park.
Then Randy is sad because he used to be a geologist, but then he got lazy and he only cared about weed.
Right.
And he's like, Tegrity took over my life and completely ruined my character.
This is what you've been saying for years.
I have, yeah.
So Andrew's like, fan service, finally.
Right. It's like, enough
They're
with the weed.
They're apologizing to me.
So for a little bit, he becomes a geologist again, and he finds a solution to the water problem. Meanwhile, Cartman thinks Tolkien is fucking his mom. So he spies on him while he's taking his shit. And then Cartman hides behind a tree, but his fucking tits are sticking out.
That's on the tree. He's like, he can't see me. Tolkien's like, I can see you. And it's just his tits hanging out up against the tree. And he comes out and he's talking with Tolkien. He's like, I will kill Butters if you don't tell me what I'm trying to know. And Butters is like, I thought I was with you.
Then they go to the water park and Cartman wears a bikini top.
Oh, God. That was terrible. And it just kept on jiggling.
Everyone's staring at my tits. And then this woman's like, we're just a little shocked, kid. And he's like, yeah, that's because you're on the itty bitty titty committee, bitch.
Great one-liner.
And then Randy saves the day by becoming Karen again, and everyone revolts against the PP, and Man Bear Pig kills him. And then Randy realizes that they could use the saline fluid in the fake tits to solve the water problem. And Man Bear Pig goes away with his family, and we actually see Cartman's bare tits.
Oh, God.
And it reminded me of when we saw Bart's penis in the Simpsons movie.
What? Where did that come from?
You never saw the Simpsons movie?
I don't. I think I saw it. Thank God I don't remember it.
It wasn't a graphic penis.
Okay, that's
because
so
obviously the people still took their kids to that movie.
Yeah.
But no, it was like he was naked at one point and
weird.
It was like a little nub. It wasn't much. It was not graphic, but yeah, we saw Cartman's bare tits. And then in the end, Randy's like, "Oh, let's smoke some weed." So I was like, "No, don't go back to the weed, please." But it was still hilarious.
Very funny movie.
We had a lot of fun watching it. Go check it out.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, fan questions, and then we'll get out of here. Let's see here. Dylan, not really related to hogwash, but do you guys do any trips near Boston? Would love to see you guys, and if not, when's the next live podcast you'll be doing? May plan a trip.
Comic Palooza 2023.
Yeah, I mean, maybe WrestleMania in California.
Oof.
But as of right now,
it's gonna be expensive.
I'm probably not gonna be going because one of my best friends is getting married that weekend. I know.
Not me.
They're not wrestling fans.
No.
So, but, Eric and Joe might go, so who knows? If it's good, the wedding's Saturday, so if Sunday...
They announced Stone Cold's coming back?
No, but if like WrestleMania Sunday has a good card and a good story and like whoever wins the Rumble actually, I feel, has a shot at beating Roman Reigns, and maybe I'll
like
fly there Sunday morning. Yeah. Not Austin Theory, no. No. Yeah. Oh, S. Thorne says seconded. I was excited when SummerSlam was going to be in Boston, and it sounded like they were coming up, but COVID ruined that. That's true. Yeah. Jake Baker, Pushfire Barry, South Park villains, Man Bear Pig, Cartman, Scott Tenorman. Well, it pushes Cartman, obviously.
Well, for sure. Scott Tenorman had it worse, though.
No. You're just Pushfire bearing villains.
Oh, villains?
Cartman's the best villain.
Well, for sure.
Then Man Bear Pig, then Scott Tenorman.
Yeah, that order. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would even say Professor Chaos would be up there.
There's a Professor Chaos at Comic-Con.
Oh, there was. That's right.
Yeah.
I love Carnage. If you combine every Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad episode, where does this latest Better Call Saul episode rank? Side note, I felt that was an anticlimactic way for Lalo to go out.
Well, I mean, I would think it was the most obvious way he was going to go out, like Andrew kind of mentioned.
I think, again, everyone was just... I mean, yeah, he didn't get exploded like Gus.
Right. Was this the best episode they've ever had? No.
No, I think the episode before this one was better.
For sure.
The Howard one.
Howard Death, that's up there in top 10, top
The Howard
5.
one is, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that one, and then the Better Call Saul episode where he fights his brother in court.
Right.
And his brother...
Jimmy versus Chuck.
His brother goes crazy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a great one as well.
Right.
So, no, this was a really good episode, but, it's up there.
Yeah.
For sure. Amir, there's been fan arts of Anthony Starr, Homelander, as the Reverse Flash, and honestly, it fits him really well. What do you guys think about that casting?
I think he could probably do anything he wanted.
Right.
I want to see
but
him
I mean, playing another super villain, I mean, he's kind of already doing that.
Give him a good guy for once. Give him a good guy.
Yeah. Joey Cage, great time seeing you guys at Comic Palooza. Same to you, Joey. Pushfire Barry Celebrity Award Show moment. Chris Rock and Will Smith. Kanye interrupting Taylor Swift and killing her moment. Or Moonlight and La La Land mix up. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
When they said, like, the best... it was at the end of the Oscars a few years ago. And they were like, oh, best movie? La La Land. And then they all come up. And then they realized that they made a mistake. And they were like, oh, no. No, it was Moonlight.
That's
and
terrible.
They all had to leave. They all thought they won the Oscar. And they all had to walk off stage. They're like, oh, shit.
I don't know that one, but I think the most weirdest for me is
the most
Taylor Swift and
that's weird, but weirder is Will Smith.
I don't know,
slapping Chris Rock
because that was so quick. But the Kanye thing was that lasted
keep
a little
the
while.
wife's name out your fucking mouth. No, that's way weirder and way crazier.
I don't know. I'm pushing.
He
Kanye.
assaulted someone and then F-bombed all over the Oscars.
Yeah, but it was a man-on-man violence. This was Kanye,
It wasn't violence, though.
It wasn't violence, but he was being an asshole.
No, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock was a way bigger deal.
I'm pushing Kanye.
Okay. All right. You would push Kanye. Pop Culture Junkie question. What are your top 3 South Park episodes and top 3 adult characters? South Park adult characters. Well, number 1's Randy.
Randy, Kyle's dad. Kyle's dad's pretty funny.
I don't know if I would put Kyle's dad, but again, there's not many great adult.
Oh, and Officer Barbrady. Officer Barbrady's hilarious. I haven't seen.
I do. I love the cop.
That's Officer Barbrady.
No. The other cop.
Oh, the redheaded cop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do love him. And then Kanye West is my third favorite. Because he's
Kanye's
a gay fish.
Got a lot of love on this podcast.
Yeah. And then top 3 South Park episodes. I mean, that's
a podcast on itself.
Yeah,
that's
we could do that bracket one day.
We'll save that top 10 list for another day.
Well, we could do best South Park bracket one day. I still want to do best Simpsons bracket one day. Best Simpsons episode. No?
I don't know any Simpsons episodes.
Okay.
I'll help you though.
Well, no. Why would you do it then?
Yeah.
It'll be me, Eric, and then one of my best friends, Steven. He's an asshole that's getting married on WrestleMania.
Oh.
But he's, huge Simpsons fan. Bobby the Mark Soydam. John Carter, Cold Pursuit, Santa Slay. Oh, I didn't realize this was his list. Santa Slay starring Goldberg. Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer, Batman and Robin. Love and hate all these movies. Yeah. Carlos Ramirez, eventually you guys, Josh Reese will review horror movies, right? Nope is next week, and I'm looking forward to Halloween Ends. Great to see you guys at Comic Palooza. Take care. Thank you again.
I kind of do want to see Nope. I kind of do. It doesn't look like it's going to be too scary of a movie.
Shut up.
Like maybe medium scary.
Well, hold on. We did Halloween Kills, right?
I didn't watch that.
You didn't? Mm-mm. Oh, that was with Eric.
Yeah.
Wow. So we're going to see Nope next week, though, right?
Okay, we'll see Nope.
All right.
That might be the edge of my scary.
And don't worry, I'll see it with Josh. If he gets scared, he can just, hold on to my arm or... Well, I was saying we need to get a camera that could shoot in the dark and then just film Josh's reaction, him getting scared.
You see a lot of this. Nope. Oh, yeah, I'll be making the sound.
Yeah.
Nope.
Jason Deerham, this past episode of Better Call Saul was supposedly the episode that Bob Odenkirk had his heart attack. If you notice, he was only in a few scenes.
Oh, yeah, he was tied up.
Do you think the writers changed it to Kim going to Gus's house instead so they could shoot as many of the scenes as they could without Odenkirk?
I don't know.
I don't think so because, again, I think this is what's going to cause Kim to leave.
Right. And I think they wanted that fake out of us thinking that this was where Kim was going to die.
I think they just halted production for a couple weeks and then continued filming. But
I'm with that a little more.
He said also Lalo deserved a more memorable death than that. I mean, look how they sent Gus off in the face-off. I mean, it's true. It's a good point. I was a little disappointed. Yeah. Rempager, who would you guys cast in a King of the Hill live-action movie? Holy shit.
Well, Boomhauer would be Matthew McConaughey, for sure.
Which one is that? Okay.
Dale Gribble. Who would be Dale Gribble? Who would be Hank Hill?
I feel like Jonah Hill should be
Bobby?
son, Bobby.
Bobby. Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Who would
and then
be-
I can play Bobby. Because I can
Bobby.
do his voice. Or no, I can play the dad.
I could play the dad.
I could be Hank.
Who's that guy that was in Office Space? The nerdy guy with the glasses?
Milton?
Milton.
The one that didn't get paid
Yes.
and set the place on fire?
Milton should be Hank's friend, but the loser one. Fuck, what was his name?
See, I don't know King of the Hill that well.
King of Hill's a funny show. It's coming back too, I think. I think it's coming back.
It is, and it's
Yeah.
going to be like Bobby's going to be an adult. Like it's going to take place.
Oh, it might be Jonah Hill.
Yeah. Eric, he said, surprised no one mentioned the other guys last week. Great comedy. I feel like someone did.
I think I said that was on my the movies that I didn't mention.
One of the fans
they were
had the
close.
other guys.
It is a good movie. I like it.
I didn't really like it. Honestly.
All about a desk pop.
The Rizzler, the better connecting story combo, Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad versus MCU movies, individual character miniseries shows. I don't think any storyline can beat Gilligan's World.
No, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I can't think of a better, prequel and then, actual TV show than Better Call Saul and
Right.
Breaking Bad.
Exactly.
Not even in the Star Wars universe.
Oh, not even. Especially. What are you talking
Especially,
about? Yeah. So there you go. That's all for fan questions and comments. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast wherever you're viewing us. We also have exclusive videos on our YouTube channel, Hollywood Hogwash Pod. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Hollywood Hog Pod. Next week, we'll be doing the next episode of Better Call Saul, and we're going to go see Nope. And we'll see what the big twist is there.
And we'll see if I make it all the way through.
Yeah, cross your fingers.